or, well, you cannot look, it's difficult to track. So let me. Okay. I see. It's showing that we are live now. It's showing that we are live now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are so sorry. We are so sorry that there was a mix-up in the time. My understanding is that the time had changed. I was not aware. So the time has changed. So given that, we'll just jump right into it and get going. So today, the title for our show today is "We Must First Win the Battle of the Mind Before Anything Else." We must first win the battle of the mind before anything else. So while I'm going through this monologue, my guest, if you don't mind, you feel free to take the link and share. That way others can join. So gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen out there, my dear Ambazonians, please share this link so that others can join, so that we can have a very exciting, very, very exciting show today. Again, the title of the show today is "We Must First Win the Battle of the Mind Before Anything Else." So, my dear brothers and sisters of Amazonia, welcome to today's PPS show. Welcome to the Peaceful Permanent Solution show. And today we begin with a truth so profound that some of you who are familiar with Ngugi wa Thiong'o. Ngugi wa Thiong'o is a Kenyan, very famous Kenyan writer, dedicated an entire lifetime to teaching it. No people can be free until their minds are free. Ngugi taught us that colonization does not begin with guns. It begins with the mind. It begins when a people forget who they are, when they speak the language of their oppressor as truth, when they accept the worldview of their captor as normal, when they turn their eyes away from our liberation towards distractions placed before them. And my dear Ambazonians, this is where our struggle stands today. Let us speak honestly. We have lost many battles of the mind, not because we are weak, not because our cause is wrong, but because we have relentlessly bombarded. We are relentlessly bombarded with shiny objects from La République du Cameroon. From political theatrics to fake promises, to what one La République du Cameroon minister has been calling Coton Sport of Garoua, right? He christened the just ended presidential election as a football match between Coton Sport of Garoua and Real Madrid, right? Right. Their endless circles keeps our attention away from the one thing that truly matters: our sovereignty. The million amber question is simple. Have we lost the war of the mind? Yes, we may have lost some battles. Yes, many who should be standing firm for outright independence have been pulled aside by noise, confusion, ego, and distraction. But hear me clearly, hear me very clearly. We have not lost the war. We have not lost the war, because the war for the mind is not won by the loudest insult, not by chaos, not by factionalism. It is won by clarity. It is won by truth. And right here on PPS, you will get that truth from us. The gentleman sitting right in front of me, my guest today, They have more than 50 years of experience combined between them. These are people who have been fighting the revolution when I, your humble host here, I call myself JJC, Johnny Just Come. I was still in nursery school when they were fighting. All right, back to the monologue. So it will be won by clarity, by truth, by principles, by discipline, by returning to who we are, unapologetically Ambazonian, and reclaiming the mindset that belongs to a sovereign people. And that, my people, is where the PPS, the Peaceful Permanent Solution, comes in. PPS is not another shiny object, right? PPS is not another political drama like what is going on on the other side of the Mongo, right? Where they tell you today we got 48 hours, ultimatum, after 48 hours, nothing happens. Yesterday, Eric Chinji and Enon Chong, they were running around telling us that, oh, Ambazonians, you should vote, you should vote, you should vote. If only you can vote. If you vote, then you'll get your freedom. Oh, then they will release your prisoners. I don't know whether we are keeping track of the lies. I'm almost losing track. It's as if they are using Donald Trump's principle of flood the zone, right? That is, flood the zone with so many lies. That way they cannot remember which lie was just told before. That is political drama. Ambazonians, if you have ears, listen. If you have eyes, open them wide and see what is happening. These are con men. They are lying to you. That is why they like to call us Anglophiles, right? Please, don't be an Anglophile. Ambazonians are not Anglophiles. True Ambazonians cannot be fooled. Okay. So it is a roadmap grounded in international law, in history, in truth, and in the psychology of liberation itself. If we are serious about winning the war, not just the battles, then we must first rebuild the Ambazonian mind. Focused, principled, disciplined, and resolute. That is how we win the battles ahead. That is how we win the war. That is how we reclaim our sovereignty permanently. Permanently. So I am your host, JJC, Johnny Just Come, and this is a PBS show. Let's begin. I want to take the time to welcome my guest here who need no introduction. If you want to know more about my guest introduction, Comrade Edwin Gang, joining us from the great state of Minnesota in the United States, a man who has been fighting this revolution for, like I said, 40-something years. If you want to have a more detailed expose of his resume, check out our show. We have other shows in which we spend time, and he went through the resume. It's very long. We also have our distinguished comrade Agbo Derek, joining us from Oslo in Norway with another very wonderful resume that he also explained to us in, I think, the show before last. So check out our shows. That is a reason. That's an assignment for you. Now you have a reason to go watch our shows, right? Go explain to Comrade Agbo Derek. He will tell you his resume. Again, he's another one who was also fighting this while I was also in nursery school. So combined between the two of them, they have close to 100 years of experience, not just talk, right? Not just making blah, 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 right? People who have been fighting. I learned a lot from listening to him explain to me what actually happened, and to us, our audience, especially what happened in AAC 1 and AAC 2. If you did not hear, go listen, Nami, I tell you, go watch them. All right, without much ado, let's jump right into the questions. So that we don't spend a lot of time here. So today, our first question is, who are we? If you are watching me today and you are a little confused, who are you? Are you an Ambazonian? Are you a Cameroonian? Some even have another word called a Southern Cameroonian. It's becoming confusing. So let's start with Comrade Edwin, and then after that we'll go to Comrade Derek. Just, if you can keep your answers to 2 minutes, that would be great. So who are we? I'm lost. If you can speak in Pidgin, if you talk for Pidgin, so that means that my mommy for Kikaikelaki, where they say, don't do me here, I beg. Tell them. You have the floor.
Thank you, my brother Comrade Jaff, for that terrific definition of focus of why we, as Amazonian people, we need for understand, say, this palaver is there on we hand. With destiny, now we must cover. We not get to sit down now, begin to wait for some quote unquote politician or political process when we'd already be rigged by a lot of people. Who we be now say we no be Cameroonians. Face make that one known here and now forever. I beg, when I listen to we to all the people that talk for people's show, when I know say we're not the one for challenge, when a sense of being, we the one that say may we all collectively get immunized from the most evil ideology way that exists in our current world. Nazi because over 6 million people that died for World War II because of a wage war. Pan-Cameronism, it kill we as you and I the watcher right now. Pan-Cameronism now an evil ideology. What I mean by Pan-Cameronism, I mean I say another idea say these people the way they don't like you, where they want for finish we in any way we fit on imagine, where they don't can destroy with society. I will talk say we no be Cameroonians, but we be Amazonian. These French-speaking Cameroonians, they don't like us. I know they preach hate here, but they preach a definite reality of how we be supposed to exist in this region. We not be ever supposed to blend this society together. Now mistake be done by human being from day one. So Lord talks here, if human being make mistake, now human being get to correct am. Not God, oh, now we carry with stupidness go join French-speaking society where one, England and United Kingdom and France, they never even try them because they know they never work. We then now, we must get out of this disastrous state of affair. And the way for get and I say, may we go back for we mind talk say we are not what? We not be Cameroonian. We be who? We be Amazonians. We must win that battle of the mind. Now, the first battle, if you don't win them, why you go fight Cameroon as Southern Cameroonians? Now, listen, that one would be so confused today. This will be peaceful permanent solution campaign. We want make like a movement where that small picking way we did like 5 or 6 year old, they say Amazona rising for 2017. Or that picking 17 plus 7 now. It go there like 14 years or 15 years now. Oh my God. Now wait till we don't do for make and make ye. No say we are not Cameroonians. Say this Amazonian where we want to make stay must stay. It will happen now because you stop saying you know be Cameroonians. Start them now. Join the peaceful permanent solution movement.
Thank you, Comrade Edwin Gang. Comrade Derek, you got the floor.
Thank you so much, Comrade. And I think say Comrade Edwin Gang don't summarize everything. But I will just see one for just add small thing for what the way Comrade Edwin Gang he talk. Now, where it come to who be we? Who be we? Because now that mindset where Cameroon don't succeed for brainwash we. Not even brainwashing only we, even for brainwash their own citizens, brainwash their own citizens, them for talk say those people too na Cameroonians. And the reason why they will do and so now because of economic interests. They be no say they no fit run that country without we. And now for say may they fit be able to run that country, they be for bring that mindset. And the main man will be behind that mask, behind that juju, it will be in France. And for understand a lot of history they were it don't play. So who be really we? You see, when man don't reach 18 years and maturity, you no be compelled for maintain the name where your papa then give you. That is why if you go for play with me a day, for Norway, yes, so woman get right for change, take a massa name. Woman get right for maintain his name. Just the same like the man picking too. When you marry a woman, you feel change your name. You take your woman name. But I know say for Africa it will be not taboo. They know say only woman they take man picking name. But why all this now? Because for this world, they get to say practical democracy. Inside practical democracy, you get that freedom for do things where it be for the right way, where you see and say it be beneficial for society. So we no get that practical democracy, and that is why what people then they be torment. The man said, I don't say they be easily manipulated, and Cameroon be see I'm saying an opportunity for manipulate our mind. So who be we? When we be our grandparents realize say no, Cameroon don't play with very big mafia. For say make we differentiate ourselves, make we start make the world. Make them come back for understand, say, some people, they exist inside that entity where they call and say Cameroon. That's inside that big place where they call and they just call Cameroon. Some people, they inside that particular country where people don't know them. So they be decide, say, we will take a new name. So that we go move that name Cameroon out. And that is why they become up with the name Ambazonia. So that we go start preach for the world. We start telling, say, look, we be an entity. We be an entity. If you look very well, the mindset where they put them for French Cameroonians, if they go any place, you don't go hear them tell and say, I am a citizen of La République du Cameroon. No, you go only hear, I am Cameroonian. If a big psychology mindset where they play for our people, you don't go ever hear them. You only hear Cameroon, because they no one tell you, say, they are citizens of La République de Cameroon, where they inside that entity they call Cameroon, and so other people today where they call them say Ambazonians. So that the mindset that way they, and if you hear even their government, any side where they go now, Cameroon. But when they want sign economic agreements, the way to go the benefit, una go take una look their document or they don't write La République du Cameroon, which means they specify their country. So that tomorrow you are Ambazonia, when you don't free, you don't come for that place to say no, we too be big Cameroon, and they will move their birth certificate, tell you say, look, 1960 the country be na Cameroon. So we get to understand that we no be Cameroonian, we be Ambazonians, and we get to do them because we are renamed for any show we do. Thank you now.
All right. Thank you so much for that wonderful answer. Just for us, from Goji Dinka, when he be address it for one of the video, if he talk say, Bia we go for Boya, right? For Boya, he go talk say Popo, right? How would you call him? Popo. He go say, I was born a Cameroonian. I shall live as a Cameroonian, and I will die as a Cameroonian. So the brilliant lawyer from Goji Dinka, he asked some question where I ever always wonder. I don't be really understand the thing. I be just take me say na fine thing, but Bia for candy talk so. I mean, of course, for those days. The question we ask, I say, why Bia no go for Ebolowa from Bomeka? Go to stand in front of Francophone and say, I was born a Cameroonian. I will live a Cameroonian. I will die a Cameroonian. Why not doing so? Because they go look and say, this man, you don't start smoke now. Something be wrong with you. Why you give a tell with that, right? You see the message exactly. They send with you. The message where they send for you, Nazaweti. Say you not be a Cameroonian. Now he talk for you. He don't get for convince yourself. He know who he be. He talk now for you. But still,
the mindset. Yeah.
People, they still no get the message. It takes a lawyer like von Goji Dinka for bring that one. And so moving on. Next question. Comrade Edwin, when they say what the title is been say winning the battle of the mind. So what do you mean by winning the battle of the mind? What do you mean? Me, I give an example for my own small colloquial way. When I know say I've been a journey just come now. So for this thing, right? How when me I see the battle of the mind for my own when I correct me, when I don't be on anything longer than me. I say, if you should don't, you get, you know, you notice people them, instead for the fight for the thing when at their own, right? They be serious, the argue now about how we manage for put Chiroma for chair. It means that person, either don't already lose the battle of the mind, or he don't even know now who will he be. He check say, he be now Cameroonian, and therefore he get for fight for elect some person for A to D. That means that person, for me, now for day with that battle of the mind day. Because when I be researching about battle of the mind, when you put this information for Google or for YouTube, all you got to hear, that thing will be related to religion, right? It sounds like saying that religious battle where Satan the fight for win your mind, right? Then God the fight too, right? And then in the end, so then come pastor whoever, right? We're going to tell you, say, okay, win the battle of the mind. This is what you need to do. Obey the 10 commandments. Obey the this. Okay. So some people will hear this thing. They go check say you talk na religion. So what it be explain them for a very simple way. What you mean by winning the battle of the mind? Take it away.
Thank you for that. For that analogy about how we would work a carry water for valley, can't boil them, put them for bathroom, make your room can wash on the probability, say, and that we now that Southern Cameroonian people, the way they don't know who they be, they still think say that they will get magic will happen for Cameroon, democracy will happen. You see, at some point in time now, it get to come to the point say we'll get to understand some rules they exist. Anybody way obey rules, it serve the interest. That battle of the mind now a context in reference to the battle of the body of where we now don't go for ground zero, where we don't vex say adhere to the vex about all this thing, marginalization, we'll not get this, we'll not get road, then they go fight. And as they fight in that confused situation, without their mindset, without their leadership, projecting who they be and what they want, who be you be ambassador, and what you want, I want my sovereignty, where we don't get them, and Cameroon don't subjugate them, recognize. Now, the thing that way the politicians are supposed to do for the society where the Amazonian people then they back for ground zero, they claim say they be marginalized. So that psychology of oppression, they don't over the years, don't plenty so they so people don't even know who they. So I mean, we don't bet say, look, this whole thing a matter of facts. When we get a geographically defined environment, we grow through history. If you don't know, read them. If you be and this one a politician the way they kind of misrepresent we since 1950 we don't get misrepresentation now all that a few people the way they stand their ground like Paul Kale, Chief Achirimbi, Chief Wusi, Manga Williams, Augustine Joa, all those people they not be form a collective force. That's how we did today for 2025. We don't form the dynamic alliance to implement the peaceful permanent solution. We start peaceful permanent solution since 2018. 18, I beg you, not be today. When we come over visit we champion Jerry Rawlings from Ghana, he talks saying that the matter the way he go strategize them. We beg we own political people them where they form those groups say, look, maybe we just project this one so that we'll get somebody where go take we leader. You deny. This thing where we fight Cameroon, Southern Cameroonians, you come out, they'll read them out there. Nobody know they know who you be. Now below how you fight. You never define it, say you fight a sovereignty matter. So nobody no get reason for intervening in the internal affairs of La Republic de Cameroon because of what? Because your politicians them not be able for present the fact say this country to come and say Cameroon, it be actually become for 1961 for an agreement with another country to come and say Republic of Cameroon to form a confederation where they be supposed to come and say Federal United Cameroon Republic. Story, it didn't matter what we talking about. If you should know you there today, so go the fight for that Amber group. I know it talks up, you look like my people that know out there. We get to fight Cameroon, win Cameroon as a united Amazonian military, not as groups. Because when you fight as groups, The entire world don't point you as what they call them rebels of a country. The reason that way nobody talk about matter. Now, foolishness is no we liberate ourselves, no, so we are not Cameroonians. This whole matter for that, what they call them bilingual experiment, don't fail. May we stop this evil bilingual experiment. Canada know they do them. France know they do them. United Kingdom know they do them. What do we want for what carry French and English in mix them? So if you don't say this matter don't reach, join. Endorse the peaceful permanent solution, which is based on the facts of our history. Say we become to form a confederation, we will be Republic of Southern Cameroon when trusteeship will be ended. The facts of French no be known, no mean say you today no go know. There's something in international jurisprudence where say there's no statute, there's law not expire, okay? Article 76B no will ever expire. We like to entitlement to a country no will ever expire. And that country, with the Brexit, may you absorb them now as Ambazonian, stop calling yourself a Southern Cameroonian. Wherever you are in the diaspora, join, endorse the peaceful permanent solution, which is calling for one, resolution of your country called Republic of Ambazonia. Two, if they don't form that one, may they call for an exclusive binary referendum. All of us in the diaspora gather together, insist on this one. I tell you, say in less than 6 months, all that stupidity where they talk, say territorial integrity of Cameroon, it will collapse. Anthony Guterres no go fit even mention them because we don't talk them. Now because we take mumu, we quiet. We allow federalists that go define we all over the world. Then they all over the world and they define we federation. So I will beg say may we do this one now. Now all that they talk.
Comrade Derek, over to you.
Oh, wow.
Listen.
Thank you. Yeah, that's good, Comrade Edwin Gang. You know, I could just go very fast for talk something about winning of for continue for Saturday end there when we comes to this winning of the battle mind. To win the battle mind, this one thing where we Ambazonians get to put in our head. The first thing, now for no say, that colonial language, that's the language of the oppressor, it be first be enough for make we understand, say that their country where they call and say Cameroon be a democratic country. Cameroon is not a democratic country. And because Cameroon will be a democratic country, Cameroon no fit carry out any democratic process. And we see them for the elections. And the action of the government, it make we more understand say it's not a democratic country. So we Ambazonians must move that mindset. Say Cameroon is a democratic country. Move and throw them. The second mind battle where they don't hide them for we, where they don't succeed for do them. Now say since Cameroon will be a democratic country, they don't succeed for hide with the real system. The real system for that country where they call La République du Cameroon, a colonial system. Some people at the end, some of their intellectuals and even including some Ambazonian intellectuals, they try for paint and cover and they say, na dictatorship. No. Dictatorship, they're different from colonial system. And all of them, they're different from democratic system. Cameroon, a colonial system, where it means that territory never get independence. And the simple thing we explain say they don't get independent, we now go read the France-Afrique Economic Agreement where that country sign them. It is very clear. Now France go make our school system. Now France go determine our money. Now France go control our military. Now France go choose president. Therefore, tell you say you no get independent, and if you no get independence, it means say you no get what they call say sovereignty. And at the mistake that way, what people they be do, we carry our sovereignty, we can hand away France in the rule we through a proxy country. When a la République du Cameroon, where they never get their independence. So if we no say Cameroon still they under colonialism, it means that Cameroon still get to fight for their independence. You where you know say you be Ambazonia, you don't be independent, they don't seize your sovereignty. Why you would fight for go join a country where never even first no say be independent? A country where all the intellectuals be dishonest. They get dishonest intellectuals when they fool the people they say they get under democracy. But the reality we see on the ground where it comes to election and so on. Another issue here where the fight of the colonial mindset where we get to win up from our people. No, for no say as Brother Edwin don't talk, and we no be Cameroonians. And what they be do now say that the card where do you want to talk say no, you be Cameroon. They say, oh, you know, the German Cameroon. Oh, the German Cameroon. Now the thing that way they ever that name. In the time we know say German Cameroon was never a country in this world. When I go look up, it was never a country. German Cameroon was just a vast area where the Germans then they begin control. They begin where they call and say economic
outpost.
Yeah, outpost. It was not a country. It is not, and it not be defined anywhere. Say there was something like German Cameroon, and that is why the part where they go for Chad, Cameroon of claim. The part where they go for Congo, Cameroon of claim. The part where they go for Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon of claim, Gabon. And the question now, why they can't claim our own?
If you don't mind, make I add something there for thing where they talk.
Yeah.
My own understanding is say when you get a country means say the country now you declare a country at the time where the country get independent, right? With all that things that we call flag, national anthem, and all that, right? So the one thing where they wonder and say if they talk German Cameroon, the one with the K be in a country. So the independence be in a which day? The anthem now, which one flag now? I beg, help me. This matters. So now JJCIBO, I beg, help me. I don't know.
Exactly. Now, just now the propaganda that mindset where they be taken bilam for we, and that is why we talk say we they be part of them. And now when it come, if as you mention about you talk about a country, wait till they make a country, and you become a country. More look, it's international law for you for call you say a nation. You must get a population. You must get a defined international boundaries where it show where your land it be, and then you must get a constitution. For 1960, well, for 1st October 1960, Ambazonia now be enter inside that definition of a nation. We will get our constitution where they call them the
Order in Council. The Southern Cameroon Constitution
Order in Council, where the British Parliament it be promoter. They be right and why? Because now Foncha said go ask say no he want one more year. They be take independence, go deny. He go ask them. Then they come, they say, okay, since it don't be so, the United Nations ask for British, okay, create them their constitution for run where they will use and run their territory. Why did they wait for independence on 1st October 1961? So we don't get, we will get our interest. So we get our territory, we get our population. By then our population will be almost 998,000, almost 1 million. Why French Cameroon, they will be about 3 million. If my memory be very well for history, and that was the statistics. So we will be a full nation. So I know to see why we get to go the fight for carry other people their name, why we get our own name. So that battle of the mind, we get to move them. We be Ambazonian. Now, when we look how Cameroon play very well. If you go, you look the present map. If they talk say Southern Cameroon, the man where they Norway here or America or he go take that mark, he look at that part where na southern part where na Ebolowa. Then he go to ask himself, Ebolowa people want to see it from Cameroon. Now think that way they ask themselves, Ebolowa people want to see it. Are these people how they say they be English speaking? But for here we shall say Southern Cameroonians, Southern Cameroon na French speaking people. So until we go remove that mindset, forget put our own to take our name. Now so they go to get confusion, people will be confused, and they no go come for help with because they go to look and say na internal problem. So Cameroon be covered or France be covered very well. They are Jewish, they be covered very well for put we inside that chuki and we don't fall. So it be left for we for come out inside. And another aspect for win that mindset. For where we get to know now say Cameroon it be go further for make sure say everything it go pass now through them. They dismantle our economy, our airport, they stand our airport. I won't go Cameroon. I say you go, I know I will learn for Douala. Okay, Cameroon. I won't go Bamenda. I say you go, I will learn for Simalen. So everything international, you must come pass for them. So that they will not say you go na Cameroon, you be Cameroonian. If you want internet, it will come up for them. You want if you want electricity, it will come up for them. So they don't bill everything for where we go depend now on them. Because they be the one change one mindset for no say we be Cameroonians. So we get to fight that mindset. We get for move our more no say all these things the temper more don't take them. Let's say na things in that way they will make we will become Cameroonian. And we don't talk last time about their passport and all that thing. Well, no need for repeat them again. So we must start fight that battle among our own people, and especially this younger generation where they know now only Paul Biya. We get to start help them. Maybe we forget all these other old people. Some of these old people, they know this thing where they talk and so, but they don't go talk and why? Because they get a mindset where the government don't put up for them. If you talk, we go stop their pension. Most of them they take pension. Most of them they still collect money for Cameroon. Most of them they see fly go inside. They get house for Yaoundé. They get house for Douala. If you talk, we go seize you at this thing. So that mindset there for them. You must accept you be Cameroonian. Okay, you don't fight ambassador, but when you come as I know talk some kind of way, it will lead, it will educate the young people, make the rebel for common. And I saw most of these old people, they when I see that they're there for Europe and all over, they should not quiet. Nobody say they don't know the truth for tell this young population. But now because they look at their small money, that small, that tip where it fall under table, that crumbs, where Cameroon drop them. Instead of fight, move this generation, make they come, make we start build ourselves like you get Saudi Arabia day to day. You even see Niger, Burkina Faso, they don't woke up. And where we get the potential more than this country. We get money more than even Norway. But Cameroon, it use them now for do bribe, all sides they bribe. Because they no get hospital, they no get school, they no get, people that they die, medicine they no dey. But I say that they bribe newspapers, bribe TV stations, bribe diplomats, so that make we remain for that stage. So we get to wake up and fight and win that battle. So I will continue, but I would like me Comrade Edwin. He says something, then I'll come in.
We don't finish the question for the meaning of the battle of the minds. We'll go ahead. So hopefully right now we do well on time. We don't spend 36 minutes. So hopefully we'll be able to finish. And then if person want to add, we'll take any direction where if he go, who knows, maybe we'll even try to see whether some people that we call. I don't see a lot of people that they watch, but anyway, let's keep going. It's a new show. We are still building. So just for add for some more, just for emphasize some points that we make for day. You talk about some confusion in the nomenclature.
Exactly.
I wish some person will be able to just cut this thing, go put on like a short bumper sticker. Okay, you, Ambazonians, that you say you are confused. Are you a Southern Cameroonian or you a South Cameroon? There's a region in Cameroon called the South, where Biya is from. Are you now from Biya's region? You become B, you been a Biya, Kombi, now which one you did talk? You see the confusion where we put ourselves inside there. Just because with the run we own thing, right? With the run, we get I know what they call it now, whether an inferiority complex on our way. Would the feel say we not be enough? If I be copy from Jesse Jackson be the talk one day, he say, I am somebody. Adilai Edwin. Then that what Jesse Jackson said in one of his famous speeches, right? He said he felt the need. Because of the way African Americans are seeing themselves. The very fact Jesse Jackson had to come out and say, I am somebody. If you have to say you are somebody, it means you're nobody, right? Just like if you have to say Black Lives Matter, it already means Black lives don't matter, right?
By inverse. It's
the same thing. If you're saying so, it's because there's a problem. So we, Ambazonians, we need to start saying Ambazonia is enough. We are enough. You don't need to be an appendage of something to be somebody.
Ambazonia matters. Ambazonia is us. Yeah.
You're right. Ambazonia, it exists.
You're very right about that.
It's a place. Ambazonia is an actual place with a defined boundary with people.
with human beings who need life, freedom,
and a constitution.
and
a constitution.
Yes, like you rightly said, the Southern Cameroon Order in Council. So I just wanted to emphasize this point. I emphasize them very well. And then let me just emphasize this point that you're saying here about making everything pass through them. Okay. I'm sorry I have to say this. I don't have any intention of doing commercial for Chris Anu and his ABS TV, but I have to say this. It was in his show. One lady called Chris Anu and challenged Chris Anu and said, Chris Anu, una stop doing nonsense. You need to say Ambazonia dey say, me I want go Cameroon, I land na for Douala. Ambazonia get passport. I beg una stop doing nonsense. Chris Anu could not answer. And this is a former president. This is a former president. So if you are watching out there, Chris Anu, I hope you are watching this our show. And everybody out there.
And that is the mindset, because it be unfortunate, say, most of those questions that they fall for people when they don't get the capability for answer, because they just joined this struggle 2017, 2016. Some just become popular without even understanding the Ambazonian struggle. Exactly. And for the way they always get problem with most of these people, they no understand the Ambazonian problem. Ambazonia get just one problem, which is that problem of sovereignty, where now the main battle where Cameroon don't put them for move that idea say we get a country. And that is why you even get some Ambazonians and like Capo Daniel, they will come and tell you we not get independent. That is crazy. For tell you we don't get sovereignty. And when you challenge it, they say no, they will give we, but they never tell we say we go feel run our sovereignty by ourselves. So we'll get for Hannah and for Cameroon. So now that mindset. And for the way you see, I'll be glad you give me time for start dismantle that idea where they don't push them inside. We say, well, you see, which passport you get up? No, Cameroon passport. And which are you the land? You see, it was well calculated by the French.
Make I add something for your point for here. So now the question that they be asking, so this woman be challenged. We be challenged Chris very badly. Chris not be ever get any very convincing answer for his show.
You know what you will need for.
Make a add for it, and then I'll ask the next question, and then I'll give you the segment, and you continue. As I will reflect on this show today, now something the way it come from my mind. Maybe Wunafi help me out with this. All right. During the colonial era, right, we will be colonized by the British. I'm talking about us, the British.
Yeah.
I see many times with Foncha, Muna, and their delegation, they will go for Europe. I see some time where they will step even for some plane. I think about Tico, or I see some small plane with some small place. They call it Tico Wharf or something. I see where they step on something, right? I don't know when a Tico or where. Unafi correct me, right? So when we know, say they will go for UN. This is documented fact. I think pictures they even did. Okay. The question where I go ask people and I say, since the thing don't I say, we don't mean anything today because we carry Cameroon passport. Okay. The question will ask I say, when they be go so now which passport they be carry them?
You know,
now which passport they be carry them? And if the answer be say they be give or carry something when a British passport, it be because they be under colonialism, right? Now my own layman understanding that as a JJC. They will be under colonialism, so you be expect me to carry a Southern Cameroon or Amazonian passport. We come on from where? There was no country at the time where if you give them that power, say me you travel, right? So they get for travel with the passport or the paper or the laissez-passer. I don't know, maybe Francophone they call it the laissez-passer. With the whatever paper with the colonial master, it give them, right? So my own small understanding as a ordinary JJC, I say, if we be under annexation, if we be colonized by La République du Cameroon, right? Where they act as a proxy for France. Then where they go give me passport, me you travel, right? So now when they ask the question, I understand the question, they ask as a genuine question. But Chris not be able to explain for you, say, no, the country, you know, they don't take the country from we by force. We be under colonial this in the why that way they give you Cameroon ID card and Cameroon passport. If you don't get them, you go travel. Now how? Now the reason where we get this show for educate with people so that we go take that thing back. Okay.
Exactly.
Go ahead, ask this question and then you can just answer the question and then move on. The next question we're going to say, what will be the meaning of the phrase before anything else? You can answer that one and then comment on what I was talking about. Go ahead, Comrade.
Like you know, a people in a region like where we get out the well-defined boundaries which qualify us as a nation. No country in the world where the get case of self-determination get internationally defined boundary as clear as ours. None. We there at the top of the chain. No country get legislation constitutional where they define how we'll be supposed to move from our state of self-governance, of dependency to independence. And that now that people they be in that defined boundary where the Anglo-Saxon, the Anglo-British treaty for 1914, the Franco-British treaty for 1919, the Jeffreys treaty for 1931, all of these instruments of international law, it defined a boundary where they call them for various names, call them, say, a mandatory territory of the Southern Cameroons to the United Nations Trust Territory of the Southern Cameroon under United Kingdom administration. We'll be in there as we official name. I ask some question for people that listen. When somebody don't give you your rights, write down for book. Don't say you be supposed to be led to a state of self-government to independence. You know, they say for 1955, we will get self-government when Internet will be head of government businesses from 1956. You know, say we will get election where elect prime minister called John Funcha. You did it today. You did hear say some movement they way they activate their independence, where they based on those actions them, including the one where that Cameroon violate them, which is called a confederation. What it make you you quiet, you know the supporter. The peaceful permanent solution, not a joke. Not power rise. That day all the power remain. That day the power will come, we will make we even fight if we want really for fight for win. Look at the nonsense where I'll call them JJC then come for 2017. Because if you come for 2017, you can't think say your own idea for introduce action where will help people them for elevate their suffer now for form governments, franchise. So they don't make it like a franchise. This government with 6 presidents that exist. 6. We get that now, count 6 presidents for one territory. One at the joke of the international world. It made me the laughing stock. I bet this the peaceful permanent solution is out to say we have a better strategy where we're supposed to don't do on things, we'll not do one, but it no means say we'll not fit do one. Stop doing what you are doing right now. Depending on Chiroma for do something where Chiroma of the system where they look like a plantation. So there will never be any democracy in Cameroon where it will deliver with sovereignty. It will never happen till this war end. So if you do you will move. If you depend on federalists, just ask any federalists out there. Let me show you the constitution. Now, if you meet a federalist, you say, oh, we are all working with Cameroon, we need to solve it. We want federalists actually to join us in this peaceful permanent solution campaign. Because of what? Because they believe, say, Cameroon will be federalist. But on the basis, say, they will join their Cameroon. They can't make campaign, may they join Cameroon now. If you get 50 plus 1 vote for Ambazonia, you will then win. You can go make your federation of Cameroon in any form. But we want it now. We want for break a separation. Based on what? On the parameters, how these two people that come in the beginning. We're not bringing any politics. Now, the truth of this, when we come for forming a union, the union not be established according to the agreement with Foncha and Ahijo that we sign up. They be stamp we a unity state, they absorb we, then they think say they don't sufficiently absorb and integrate with the council. For we say we get an eminent leader at the time called for Gojindinka, where he talks say, oh, since you don't cancel this union, we will get back with country. And the plead now say, may all the groups that were in there for Macedonian Revolution, all the groups, whether an AGOC, interim government number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, when I endorse the peaceful permanent solution, then when I letterhead, endorse this. Then when I join the dynamic alliance to implement the peaceful permanent solution, that one will tell the world, say, we don't be a united Amazonian revolution. Okay? Okay, now automatically ask the question now, why is Cameroon insisting on the failed bilingual experiment where France and England nothing even think about? We must bring that question up and to Guittara get to answer. Why are you insisting on experimenting on a bilingual situation where France and England cannot do? Why are you doing it in Amazonia? You must stop. This is crime against humanity. Man, not lie you. The act of continuing a failed, evil bilingual Cameroon bilingual experiment is crime against humanity, which we must bring out to the attention to the world and call for the binary referendum or reclamation of Amazonia. I do want to say that when I know saying I call for action that for you. When you listen to this thing, do something. Not sit down there quietly waiting for federalists and other unionists and other people that they go CNN or Al Jazeera, they interview them. They are not for the peaceful permanent solution. They are not for your independence.
Thank you so much for that. A great answer. May I just repeat the question again? The question will be, because the title for the show be Winning the Battle of the Minds Before Anything Else. So the phrase, Comrade Derek, what is the why we get to why we talk say before anything else? Why we get for win the battle of the battle of the minds before anything else?
Well, thank you, and for that, you see, just as we don't start the talk and Comrade Adrian, you don't explain them why we get to do that first. Now, because once we fit wipe out all waiting way this colonial language where they don't put that inside our mind. If we fit wipe out all out of us, it will lead us for only one thing, where na he be the original and the only thing where it cause conflict between Amazonia and La République du Cameroon. And that thing now our sovereignty. Once we fit move away all this mindset where Cameroon don't put on for we, it go open, that scale go fall out from our eyes, and we go see clearly, say, wow, so we were a sovereign state, so we have sovereignty, but somebody don't seize that sovereignty and it impose we own. Once we do that, we go see clearly, and once we start see clearly, say the problem our sovereignty, then we go come now for look the best practice where we go feel use them now for gain back that sovereignty. Looking, considering that we would consider say a lot of things don't change. But we don't say we don't be with Cameroon for more than 60 years. So inside that 60 years, Cameroon don't mix. I don't know what for we when we get to chow the and say akpu na fufu way, it won't be like water fufu, but you don't leave, you don't ferment. Then you pan them for mortar, boom, boom, you put water, you mix it, you pan them. Now big work. Then a full when you don't cook, I want solar, you say we enjoy with Eru. But get big work. So now so Cameroon don't match with pan, we mix them for 60 years. So this our young generation, they don't really know who they are. For when they even tell you say you be Amazonia, it is fear. It even fear for tell Norwegian friends say I be Amazonia, because for you that name, Cameroon don't make that name. It is sound sour for you. He go one for to say I be Southern Cameroonian. But you don't say that Norwegian friend will go now. He go she don't press it tap for internet Southern Cameroon. He go come na Eboloa. Then they speak French. But this guy told me that he's speaking by English. Here they speak French. What is happening? You understand? So now all that kind of thing. So we get to move that mindset. Once we move on, we go no say we be Amazonians. Now we don't decide that name. Nobody can give you name. Oh, you know so. When you reach 18 years, you feel change name where your mommy give you. And we don't change that name where it be Southern Cameroon. And that name say maybe be Southern Cameroon, be now the Republic of Southern Cameroon. But we don't decide, say we remove them. So that with that confusion, will be again. Because we don't be for 60 years, and the world don't look we, they say we'll be Cameroonians. And until we do that, that's what they will see the look we. And that is why we beg our brothers and sisters them, una remove that name, Southern Cameroons, move them. So when we do them, we go come now for that stage of our sovereignty. And from there, we go lead now, we go choose what to be the best part. The best thing now, the peaceful permanent solution. And we only talk about. Will they either accept our Ambazonian nation, they give us sovereign, they recognize us, or they come with a referendum where we will go vote, our people will go express their sovereign right for sure say they won't be on their own. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Comrade Derek. That was excellent. Thank you. So the very last thing is already 55 minutes. We've on for 55 minutes already. So the very last question I would like us to look at is, how does first winning the battle of the mind relate to the peaceful permanent solution? How does winning the battle of the mind relate to the PPS? And while we're doing that, again, I'm still looking for many different ways for us to be able to explain this PPS. So if you can, each one of you just put a very simple bumper sticker way that anybody watching this show, if any mommy, any papa, where they watch the Peaceful Permanent Solution show, where if he understands, say, the PPS, where they hear so, it means Naseweti. So again, the question I say, what will be the relationship between winning the battle of the mind and PPS, which is a peaceful permanent solution? Comrade Edwin, go ahead.
At the bottom of everything, I say, if you don't know who you be, anybody who can't tell you who you be, then you would think say you be who you be, where you not be who you be. So you be who? You will be a slave. The sorry story for Southern Cameroonians. And I tell you the story for history. Now one would read and sometimes would cry. And I say, you, the people them, every time where you get opportunity for being made to ask your opinion, you the Ambazonian people when I don't get and done the first time right. I not lie you, my Ambazonian people them. Now reason that way we don't talk say we not want make the line stops here. We must do our best for represent our best interest. For 1957, now we are the Ambazonian people, not be the politician. Not be politician. For Manfred conference, they go there, they do their politics about who want govern for Boya. The chiefs, none of those chiefs the way they go book. I tell you the story, they must know this one. That chief the way they represent one, there'll be over 130 something people that gather for Manfred conference for August 12th, 1959. They'll be prepared, say, they will terminate trusteeship for October 1, 1960. That's what the chiefs they talk. Chiefs they talk say, terminate secession from Nigeria independence. When I hear that one, no. Secession independence by 68%. Okay? I want me to understand, say, we people don't do it right. The problem now with politicians. The problem now, Ambazonian who? Politicians, we always take that Ambazonian people that want to get an unfortunate circumstance for always delegate matters of life and death to what you will call them opportunistic and crooked politicians, all to our history. If I say that one, somebody will say, oh, okay, tell me this one. Now, who we represent independent of 1960? Nobody except who? Except after the market. And the four people that be gathered, they not be unite. Paul Karen, Chief Owusi, Manga Williams, Augustine Joa, all them one independence. But at that time, they don't go too much where they not feel the plebiscite. Oh, fast forward today. Who want independence? Oh, we want independence. You hear politicians that talk say Southern Cameroon independence, but when you ask the independence, they don't know how to express them. Because the ocean and they, for some meeting for Switzerland, where they in disorganized fashion, they not project their country where it be not get independent in 1961, it recovered for 1984 as Republic of Amazonia. They not tell the world say Cameroon is subjugate their country. And the problem of this we think that just say when you be go out for the street that day, say Amazonia rising, Amazonia rising to fall off. Start question so some politician today. Where is that Amazonian rising? What did he do? Where he talk of federalists? Federalists where he no get no constitution, he no get no reason for even provide you say the constitution of 1960 or 1961 not a federation. He don't care because more Amazonian politicians they don't concede to that Cameroon unity state where they misnomer, they miscall a Federal Republic of Cameroon. There was federation in 1961. Me una hear that one. Cameroon was not a federation. The constitution was not a federation. A federated constitution would have allowed powers of the executive of all the states to be on the executive branch when they for elect their own government. It not be like that. So I do want to plead and say, when we talk about the peaceful permanent solution, we talk now because that there way we want to stop fighting. But the moment when they do this fighting also, that is recognition of your sovereignty. At the very moment when they recognize their sovereignty, you get power of how you be in terms of differentiating yourself from Cameroon. As long as we never differentiate ourselves from Cameroon, nobody don't know who we be. Nobody don't know what you want them. So you will fight that way. You will fight Cameroon as Cameroonian. But they say you're crazy. You get to let the world know, say Cameroon don't subjugate your country. Then they'll ask Cameroon, say, why you be? Cameroon don't get no answer for that one. Now the problem that we will get now because the politicians they know they go out there for tell the truth. We don't concede. Now federalists and they out there they talk about we case, unionists, some people they call it civil society, and any other mumbo jumbo people then they as you be talk, they get their interest for get their pension for Cameroon, they get their business for Douala. So when they get them for Yaoundé, they don't feel completely be firm and clear about this matter. Derek, just finish this matter because we just get to hope so people that will understand, say they get to endorse the peaceful permanent solution.
Okay, let's go to Comrade Derek, same question, and then just round up because we're already more than an hour now. So the question again is, how does first winning the battle of the mind relate to the PPS, peaceful permanent solution? Derek, go ahead.
Very simple. As we don't define the peaceful permanent solution, how the winning of the mindset it relate to one. If we not get the silly complaints and where the international community they put on today, they tell we will not speak in one voice. So if we adopt the peaceful permanent solution, where we choose one aspect inside the Mose referendum, and all of us go out there, the interim government, the AGOC, and so on, what are we, Amazonian women this, or SCYL, and so on. When we go out there, we can get only one message. If no way diplomat call me Mr. Agbo, wait to be a problem. We want a referendum so our people feel exercise their sovereign right. They call me for America, Mr. Agbo, what will be a problem? Donald Trump, what will be una call me? What will be a problem? I say the same thing. They come and they call Comrade Edwin Gang. What will be a problem? We want a peaceful, permanent solution. They choose. We want a referendum. They can't call you Comrade Jap. What is your problem? You talk the same thing. The world no go get nothing to do than to accept it. No, hey, the people they don't rally behind one common thing. More we see how we fit help them. So we go defeat diplomats them. That complaint way they get out. And then secondly, as I don't talk, it go put we on the path for the restoration of our sovereignty. We will go work together, we go reclaim them. And I believe for our subsequent history, subsequent show them we could one for come. And one specific thing before we close, one for they say which way we be talk about colonization. which way most people, Ambazonia, from my own experience, which way most of our people don't know, now say Ambazonia be one of the countries inside Africa where they be colonized. And it come again for that mindset, the use of language for deceive our people. Ambazonia has never been colonized. I know say most people, even intellectuals, they listen, they'll say, who is this? Those kind man, this way one can't tell it. But for a subsequent, this thing, we would like to trace the history. We see how it be, and we will show say we no ever be colonized. We were a trustee ship under under Britain. Britain no be our colonial master. The UN it be placed we under trusteeship. And we will go for go see now see their function inside trusteeship. Thank you now.
Wow, that was amazing there. And I've learned another new thing again, another new nugget, that we were never colonized. So
yeah.
I beg, put that in for some fine place so that our next show we go for our next show, we will talk more about that one. So ladies and gentlemen, again, if you are watching, this is the Peaceful Permanent Solution Show, and I'm your host here, JJC, Johnny Just Come, talking to you from Durham in North Carolina. So we've come to the end of the show. So I just want to say, my dear Ambazonians, my dear brothers and sisters, as we wrap up today's PPS show, let us return to the truth that guided our conversation. No people can be free until their minds are free. Yes, we have lost some battles of the mind. We have been distracted. We're divided, pulled into the noise and the shiny objects of La Republique. But hear me clearly, we have not lost the war. Because the war of the mind is won by clarity, not confusion. And you can hear my guests today. They were not only clear, but they were very knowledgeable. By principles, not propaganda. By discipline, not distraction. And this is exactly where the PPS, Peaceful Permanent Solution, stands tall. PPS is not another emotional reaction. It is a roadmap based on truth, law, and psychology of liberation. If we want to reclaim our sovereignty, then we must first reclaim our mindset. Comrade Derek talked about the youth in particular. The youth need to reclaim their mindset. We must be focused. We must be unapologetically Ambazonian and rooted in principle. We talked about, there was a show in which we talked about principles, with that we need leaders with principles. Please go watch, check out our show on that. So as we close, I leave you with this. Every revolution succeeds first in the mind. When the Ambazonian mind is clear, when it is disciplined and united, no minister, not even a Tangangir, no regime, not even Bia's dictatorial regime or non-democratic regime in La Republique, no distraction can stop the destiny of our people. Thank you for watching the PPS show. Stay focused, stay principled, and above all, keep your mind free. Ambazonia will rise and fall no more.
No more.
Please join us. Please subscribe and share. If you have any last shout out from our audience, please go ahead.
Yeah, we must start us cultivating our new sense of Ambazonianness, pan-Ambazonian. That's all. We must counteract the evil and Cameroon agenda in our midst. It's killing us every day.
Thank you so much. Comrade,
now I would just want to say that people, our people get to know, say, the PPS where it be promoted under Datif. Datif no be a new movement. I mean, not be a new group. That is not just a movement where they open for bring all people together for sure say now we the talk in one voice. So now dynamic alliance to implement the peaceful permanent solution, PPS, peaceful permanent solution. So now just a movement get na some president or no, all group, any man be open. So more una can join that if. So that I'll show the world so they talk for one voice. And then we will go now easily declare our sovereignty. Thank you now, una stay blessed.
Thank